Welcome back, everyone. We're still live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. My next guest is a newbie. I have with me Dino Watt, and he is the owner of Absolute Pain Relief. Welcome to the show. You got to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, because I saw a little story on you and your wife, and I want you to tell a little bit about that and what you do. Welcome
First
to
of all,
the show.
thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. And I love being called a newbie, so I appreciate that too. So my wife and I own Absolute Pain Relief Chiropractic. I have been passionate about healthcare outside of the normal medicines for years. My wife was a massage therapist for years. We had all of our kids do chiropractic. I'm not a chiropractor. I'm just the owner of the practice, and that makes it a little bit unique as well. Been an entrepreneur for years, and we saw an opportunity here to bring some really cool health modalities to Chandler and the surrounding areas, and started our own practice here, bought this practice, I should say.
So what makes your office so different?
Well, one of the things that we do that's really unique and different, especially for our immediate Chandler citizens, is that we have a thing called Soft Wave, which Soft Wave is a tissue regenerative process where if you have any back pain, elbow pain, knee pain, plantar fasciitis, it actually regenerates the tissue. It's a process that's used for the NBA, the NFL, sports leagues, so that they can get their players back to
Right away, they need them back
That's
on
right.
there.
So if you have any pain that way, we also do obviously traditional chiropractic with integrated medicine and neuropathy. So neuropathy for me is a really important thing because my father has neuropathy extremely bad, and he's spent the last probably 20 years of his life with neuropathy. I've watched him with his love for camping and getting out there in the world and having to pull back on that more and more and more and more, and now to where he really can only go once or twice a year. And it's really sad to see that, and there's nothing I thought I could do about it. He's tried the creams, he's tried the medicines, and medical doctors will tell you once you get neuropathy, there's nothing you can do about it. You just like kind of slow grow into more and more numbness or pain. And I watch that. And so now that we've been able to find through friends and through study and research ways that you can actually reverse neuropathy and get out of the neuropathy pain, this is really a passion project for me to bring that to our citizens here in Arizona.
Yeah, now you're located in Chandler, and they have set hours, Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursday from 9 to 6. You can check them out on their website. It's absolutechiroaz.com. Their phone number is 480-963-8800. So when somebody comes to the office, they can intertwine these modalities?
It depends on what they're coming in for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, we have different consults that we'll do. You come in and do what's called a mapping session with TRT. You can get an exam with x-rays with our doctor if it's a chiropractic adjustment issue. And it just depends on what the outcome is you're looking for, and we can go all the way down to, can we help you out with some vitamin shots? Can we help you, understand how to get more hormone shots coming in? That's a big deal right now for a lot of women with perimenopause. And I guess it's not right now, it's been around forever, but people are actually talking about it right now, right?
A lot.
More and more talking
Right.
about it than they did before.
And with men too, guys, with men too.
There's men issues there too that we can help out with as well, for sure. And so it just depends on what your goal is, and we want to know what that is, because when you come in, we want to help you get to that ultimate goal, not just a quick fix, get out of pain. That's fine, but usually it's stemmed from something else, and we want to make sure that we're helping you with your long-term health goals.
So with the software that you have, the TRT,
Soft
what is
Wave.
Soft Wave? Soft Wave. The difference. What is the difference between the shock wave?
Yeah.
Because I know some people have heard of that. Not everybody,
Yeah.
but what are the differences?
Great question. There are many different modalities of shockwave. This is if you want to call it the Mercedes-Benz of shockwave therapies. It is the one that's FDA approved. It's got 17 different patents. And the difference is that it actually will go in, and as the shockwave enters your body, it goes into a bigger depth. So basically, if you look like a Campbell soup can worth of depth into the muscle and into the body, so that actually helps regenerate the tissue inside it. A lot of other modalities out there will get you out of quick pain, which is fine if you're in a little bit of pain, but it's not long term. You're going to end up going back over and over again. And we've seen that with people who've gone to different shockwave therapies. Every 6 months I have to come in. Our goal isn't just for a quick fix. Our goal is to say, hey, it might take a little bit longer, give you some more sessions, but we're going to get you out of that pain and regenerate that tissue. What it does is it uses your resident stem cells inside of your body so that it actually goes and attacks the area. It gives you some inflammation that actually helps the body heal itself. We believe the body's job is to heal itself.
Absolutely.
You get a cut on your finger, You put a Band-Aid on with Neosporin, it's not the Band-Aid or Neosporin that healed it, it's your body. But you created the environment for the body to heal, and our job is to help create that environment for the body to heal.
Now, let's say somebody's dealing with pain, chronic pain, for a long time.
Right.
Does it matter how long they've had it?
It doesn't. It will matter on how long we have to get them out of that pain,
Right,
right?
right.
Obviously, and we get that, right? We get people who come in and will say, I've been in pain for 16 years. Can you fix me by tomorrow? Right?
And you know that's just not gonna happen.
It's just not going to happen.
Everybody wants a quick fix now.
That's right, it is, and we are in a world of quick fix, right? What's good about it is that if you do the modalities, you do what we ask you to do with our doctor. We have an amazing Dr. G, Dr. Heffron, who's there, and he's our chiropractor. We have Oliver, who is, or sorry, Oscar, I always call him Oliver. Oscar, who is, we have a nurse practitioner, which allows us to do injections as well. If you follow what they ask you to do, and you actually listen to them, you come into your appointments, and there's even some home modalities you can do, you can get out of that pain, and it can be more of a long-term out of pain, from plantar fasciitis to, and we have a lot of pickleball injuries, right? Pickleball is a big deal right now, so you got a lot of pickleballers out there. You got that elbow joint pain, you got that back pain. Our modalities from chiropractic to soft wave will help you get through that pain.
When they say absolute pain relief, you truly mean that.
We really do, and that's one of our vision, right, is to really help people get out of pain. We want people to be healed, we want people to be happy. We also don't believe that you have to spend the next 2 years doing chiropractic work in order to get out of pain. We want to give you a practical, usable system that actually can help you get through that pain.
The website is absolutechiroaz.com. That phone number is 480-963-8800. They're located in Chandler at the corner of McQueen and Pecos. Their hours that they work are Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 9 to 6. With neuropathy,
Yeah.
what is the biggest myth that you see, that you've heard?
That it can't be cured. And the thing is that we love traditional medicine. We love traditional medicine. The challenges are working from a certain toolbox, right? That toolbox says, hey, once you get neuropathy, basically we're going to give you some pain meds, here's some gabapentin, here's some different pain medications that actually mask the pain, but they don't heal it. And unfortunately for a lot of people, like my dad, they just say, well, live with it. I mean, I've heard stories from my dad where, and this is unfortunate, but he is worried about the time it takes him to get up from the couch to get to the restroom, because it's so painful that he has to do some things like wear adult diapers and stuff to do that, and he hates that, and I just hate seeing that, and I know there are people out there who understand this. But when your doctor is saying, bummer, nothing you can do about it, and it gets to the point to where we're going to start chopping off limbs or parts of your body, what if we looked at it a little differently? And what we do is we look at it from a different toolbox, and the biggest myth is that it can't be reversed. We have seen people with 80 to 90% reversal with their neuropathy, being able to get back in life again, being able to play with their grandkids again, being able to take walks again. And that's what's so powerful about it. Now, it's, again, not a quick fix. It's something that we are going to work with you on. And some people take 12 to 18 months to actually go through that process. But we actually have a multiple step process. There are also other companies that will do, you'll pay a good amount of money for, let's just say, 3 months or 4 months for a temporary fix again. But this is to help you really reverse it, get you back to the quality of life that you're wanting.
That you deserve.
Yeah.
Now, you have so many different modalities, and I would love to go through all of them, but we won't have much time.
Sure.
You have so many, these, like, it says a 17-point assessment that they get, is that correct?
Well, that's for the neuropathy, right?
Okay, that's for the neuropathy?
Because we need to know the severity of that neuropathy.
Because, I want to talk about the infrared boots that you have.
Yeah, so that's part of the treatment process, right? One of the things that we do is you are going to do a lot of this treatment at home. You're not going to have to come in every single week all the time for the next year. A lot of this is done at home. So we have infrared boots that use infrared and red light therapy. We have
That's
supplements
wonderful.
that go inside that actually help you work from the inside out. And then we also have other therapies that are laser based inside of the office as well.
So sometimes you'll be in the office and sometimes you can do it from your home.
Yeah, well, we want you to do the majority of it home, right? It's where you're going to be the most apt to doing it. It's going to give you, if you do it more often, you're going to see the results faster.
Mhm.
And to have somebody interrupt their life and say, hey, guess what? You get to come to our office 3 times a week for the next year. I don't know if that's
A lot of
people want to be doing that.
Right.
I'm nice looking and all, but I don't want, I have a face for radio, but I don't want people have to think that, right?
So, you know, for everybody that's listening, I think Liz, it could be you, it could be someone that you know,
Yeah.
right? Tell them about this, and that's what,
100%.
it's all about that, that's what networking's all about. They're located in Chandler at McQueen and Pecos. They are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 to 6. And the website is absolutechiroaz.com. Their phone number is 480-963-8800. And if you're dealing with issues like pain, and it could be from anywhere, pickleball people have pain, you know, if it's your knees, your ankles, your elbows, your wrists, I mean, we know that a lot of people are, but that you don't wanna just take it away for just masking it. You
Yeah.
wanna try and get down to the bottom of what's going on, and that's what they're here for. Again, that number is 480-963-8800. It's absolutechiroaz.com.